Hey, it's Andy and welcome back to the Reverb Tone Report. Today we're looking at 4 guitar tones that share something in common. They all went direct into the console. So today we're going to be using the new JHS Colorbox V2 to get those console tones in a pedal format. Whether it's raunchy direct fuzz as heard in the Beatles' Revolution or the jangliest clean tones, the Colorbox can deliver. Plus, with the added parametric 3-band EQ in this second version, you could sculpt your guitar, bass, keys, or anything else you want to mic with studio-level precision. The 5 selectable gain steps works in conjunction with the preamp volume knob and allows you to dial in subtle analog coloration or all-out fuzz that sounds even better going through your pedal board and into your amplifier. A new high-low toggle switch lets you preserve the highest headroom possible when clipping is not what you're after. Look for this updated version of JHS's console preamp in a box right here on Reverb. In the intro, I was taking advantage of those parallel outputs on the Colorbox. I sent one direct into the interface and one into my Suhr 112 combo. And I was also using some other pedals, so let me show you how I got that sound for Territorial Pissings. So starting with the clean direct sound straight into the interface, it's pretty dull and flat. Now here's the Colorbox, just adding a little bit of grit and using that parametric EQ to its fullest. You'll also notice there's some modulation in this tune, so I've grabbed the Somersault from Caroline. That's sort of a slow, lush chorus tone, not too much pitch modulation. And on front, I have a rat going into the whole thing, so it's actually going into the Colorbox, which is going into the amp, and it's splitting that signal going into the interface. And the final thing to show you is the different signals, one going to the amplifier and one going direct, and then finally mixed together, which has a really raw sound, but it's also well-rounded because you have that amp in the mix. The next direct tone I want to show you is A Fool for Your Stockings by ZZ Top. This is about as clean as it gets, especially when you have the neck and middle position selected on your Strat style guitar. I'll be using a little bit of compression thanks to the Thorpy Fat General compressor, which is optical, so it has a very studio-like tone. next example is a direct tone and amplifier signal together, and that's for the solo of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2. You probably heard that Gilmour didn't use his Strat for this solo. It's actually a Les Paul with P90s, and I happen to have some mini humbuckers here. I'm also using some compression in front, and you'll really hear that come to the front of the mix in the direct signal, while the weight of the whole tone will be held together by the amplifier. Here's one I've been dying to try out ever since I got this 12-string, and that's Mr. Tambourine Man by the Byrds. Legend has it that Roger McGuinn was using 2 compressors in the studio to get that extra jangle, and whether it was recorded direct or into an amplifier, the color box really delivers that signature sound. That's a look at 4 guitar tones that were all recorded direct, and we mimicked those today with the JHS Colorbox V2 and some other pedals, so check them out right here on Reverb. Be sure to leave some comments below on your favorite direct guitar sounds, and I'll see you next time.